Zuri loved being lazy. She hated cleaning. She hated homework. She hated chores. But one morning, something strange happened. Her parents became even lazier than her. At first, it felt funny. Then it felt strange. And by the end of the week, Zuri wished she had never loved being lazy at all. In the beautiful city of Golden Palm, there lived a girl named Zuri. Zuri had everything. Boxes full of toys, a closet full of fancy clothes, a television so wide it looked like the wall. But Zuri had one habit bigger than all of it. She hated responsibility. Zuri, clean your room, her mother would say. Later, Zuri replied. Zuri, take your dirty plate to the kitchen, her father said. Zuri smiled politely and left it on the table. Zuri, have you done your homework? Zuri yawned. I'm tired. Zuri loved only 3 things: eating, sleeping, watching TV. Everything else was too much work. Zuri's room was not messy. It was famous for being messy. Clothes covered the floor. Snack wrappers hid behind pillows. Dirty plates stacked like a small tower. One shoe lived on the bed. The other had disappeared completely. Zuri jumped onto her bed, grabbed the remote, and smiled.
Best
life ever. She had no idea what was coming. One morning, Zuri woke up hungry. Very hungry. "Mommy, breakfast," she shouted. No answer. She walked into the living room and froze. Her parents were on the couch, still in pajamas, TV on, snacks everywhere. Her mother yawned loudly. Her father stretched and changed channels.
Why
aren't you at work? Zuri asked.
We're tired.
Her father shrugged. We're tired. Her mother nodded. Very tired. Zuri blinked. That was strange. By lunchtime, Zuri's stomach was crying. Mommy, what are we eating? She asked. Her mother didn't move. Later, Zuri frowned. Daddy, the sink is full. Her father waved lazily. I'll do it tomorrow. Zuri stared. That sounded familiar. The next day was worse. No breakfast, no lunch, no cleaning. The floor was dirty. The trash smelled funny. The remote was lost. Zuri's room smelled like old biscuits. This house is too messy, Zuri complained. Her parents didn't move. Her mother munched snacks. Her father yawned. Cleaning is hard, her mother said. Sleeping is easier, her father added. Zuri felt uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. By day 3, Zuri had had enough. I'm hungry, she cried. I can't find clean clothes. I hate this. Her parents stayed quiet. Zuri looked around the house. Nothing was working, because nobody was helping. Suddenly, Zuri understood. Zuri sighed loudly. Then she bent down. She picked up a plate, then another. She swept the floor, badly, but she tried. She washed dishes, splashing water everywhere. She cleaned her room, holding her nose. It was hard. Her arms hurt. Her back ached. But slowly, the house felt better. And then something magical happened. Her mother stood up smiling.
I feel energetic
again.
again.
I feel energetic again. Her father stretched. Me too. They sat together. Zuri, her father said gently, we acted lazy on purpose. Zuri's eyes widened. On purpose? Her mother nodded. When one person refuses to help, everyone suffers. Zuri looked at the clean room. I didn't like it, she said softly. Her father smiled. That's how we feel too. Zuri nodded. From that day on, Zuri changed. She still loved food. She still loved sleep. She still loved TV. But now, she cleaned her room with complaints. Returned plates after licking them clean. Did homework with dramatic sighs. And whenever she tried to be lazy, her parents would yawn loudly and say, should we all sleep again?
Should we all sleep again?
Zuri jumped up fast.
No.
No. I'll do it. Everyone laughed. Moral lesson: when everyone chooses laziness, everyone loses. Responsibility makes life better. The end.